Oh my God, this is incredible.
This week, Colin and Tyler take on part of the Chilcotin Mountain Range, an extremely rugged and remote place located in south-central British Columbia. They will drive through some of the most beautiful landscapes the area has to offer. This is the Chilcotin Whisper. This journey will take the guys on a 1,000-kilometer round trip from their home base on Vancouver Island to the Chilcotin Range located in south-central British Columbia and have their sights on a 7,000-foot peak to top off the trip. The trip will most definitely be intense, but the payoff is worth the long hours on the trail.
You ready to summit some mountains this trip?
Buddy, am I ever ready to go summit some mountains?
We've got 2 mountains to do this trip, both sitting over 2,000 meters.
I'm all good for just non-stop exploring. Makes the weekends amazing.
It's gonna be non-stop again this trip.
Boom.
Tyler.
Yeah?
Looks like we found a lake. Just taking a quick stop at Mud Lake. A couple just drove past us on the road here. They just gave us an intel on the mountain we're trying to summit. Apparently an F-150 and a 4Runner tried to get to the summit yesterday, and they broke what?
They got stuck.
Yeah, they got stuck and broke the winch. That's right, they broke the winch. Well, I guarantee you we're better off because we're double locked, and
We got 2 winches.
we're definitely dumber than those people, so we're gonna push on. Yeah,
We got this.
let's do this. I think we're taking that firewood with us.
Well, Colin, it looks like we're finding ourselves in a pretty beautiful piece of countryside again.
What happens when you leave the island?
Very true. I'm loving it back here.
Yeah, I don't know, this place hits different.
You know what else hits different about the main?
What's that?
The cost.
The Chilcotin Range offers some of the best scenery and views of almost any place in British Columbia, at least those that are still accessible by vehicle. Most of these Forest Service roads are still maintained by the numerous mining companies that operate deep in the forests and mountains of the area. The deeper you venture away from civilization, the worse the conditions of the trail get. This will be the most remote trip the guys have tackled to date, putting help hours or days away if anything goes wrong.
Trail's actually a lot of fun. The mountain that we're gonna summit just came into view. It's gonna be sick. There's a car on its side over here. It doesn't really look that steep, but maybe it was too steep for him.
Not all vehicles make it out alive, even on this easygoing overland route.
What's the issue? Fram oil filter. Well, it was a 2nd gen 4Runner. Should we drag it out? Come on, that leaf pack's still good.
It is still good, actually. If you're gonna need a good leaf pack, come out to Mud Lake.
This trail is nuts. Like, I truly feel alone here. If Tyler wasn't here, there wouldn't be anyone else near me for miles.
Being spring in the forest, there is still a ton of water pooling on the road and in the small ponds and lakes the team passes on their journey to the Alpine. This trail is so remote, even the low-lying valleys are untouched by man. The only sign of use is the mining road the guys are currently on. Although not the typical off-road adventure the team is used to, this place makes up for the lack of technical terrain with some stunning views and a vastly remote location.
There she is. That's the mountain. You can kind of see the road we're climbing up. And we're camping right on the ridge, at the very top, 360-degree views.
The guys finally bust free of the tree line and begin their steep ascent into the Alpine, towards their goal.
it!
Did make it. I'm so stoked.
Just to give you an idea of how big it is. Here's a piece of my merch.
Winds here can reach well beyond 100 kilometers an hour, and setting up camp on the ridgeline may have been a bad call, but they tough it out, watching the sunset on a long first day.
Just waking up at 7 a.m. on this glorious day on this summit at 2,200 meters. Tyler's just brushing his teeth behind me. We're about to leave, and we're heading towards that range over here. That's the next range we're headed to climb up one of the best mountains in the area.
Shall we pack up camp and hit the road?
The downside of camping on a summit like this is that there's not much windbreak, so we're basically camping a gale force windstorm.
After a long, windy night, the guys break camp and double back on the trail.
I got you, buddy. I've been turning it on and giving you little vlogs here and there that happen.
The next location is even more epic than this one, and they need to put in a lot of miles on Forest Service roads to reach the next trailhead. As off-road enthusiasts, it's our job to ensure that the trails like this remain open. This means practice the principles of leave no trace while out enjoying the backroads of these locations. Give more than you take and leave it as if you found it, or we risk losing access forever.
Were you eating food too?
Yeah, I'm snacking. All right, we just stopped to look at a sign. It's always fun to summit some really tall mountains in BC, but you have to make sure the mountains you are going on that you're allowed to go up where you're going. Some of these areas are sensitive alpine habitats. So most of these, the ones that were on the list I just showed you, hike in only, no motor vehicles. If you're caught in there, it's fines, jail time, they'll repossess your vehicle.
Yeah, so if you hit 1,920 meters, start walking.
I'm just looking at the map. There is a lot of switchbacks on this trail. It's non-stop switchbacks all the way to the top. I think I counted 42 switchbacks total. It's a bit steep. We've climbed 600 meters so far. You just tell this road goes straight up the mountain, just non-stop. It's kind of crazy.
And you want to hug the left hand of the bank because it just drops off on your right, but the left hand is all just altars being grown in.
I'm used to being brushed against by a lot of different trees on Vancouver Island, mostly older trees, which just kind of bend out of the way. These alpine trees, they'll rip a fender clean off. So, you've been warned. You like that?
That's a good one. My mind is blown right now. This is crazy.
Dude, it's gonna be the best views you'll have to see in your life.
So far it is.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
Oh my God, this is incredible.
This is Chilcotin country, a place that encompasses the frontier spirit. Flower-swept meadows, vast forests, and snow-covered peaks are all around you in this area. This area is home to grizzly bears, moose, mountain goats, bighorn sheep, bobcats, wolverines, just to name a few. But one of the most remarkable animals to inhabit the landscape is one of the last remaining wild horse herds in Canada. Unfortunately, the guys didn't get a chance to see them on this trip.
Colin, this is the craziest place I think I've ever visited in my Jeep.
Dude, this place is next level.
Yeah, I can see why you have that opinion of it. It's my favorite place now so far.
I know, right? Like the whole scale of this place is unfathomable. And we're here.
Oh, I know. Just driving up right now and looking at the peaks. They look like they're right there, but I know they're not.
Got a bit of snow to where we're trying to get to. I don't think it's gonna be an issue. Try it out. I don't think I'll need my locker.
Yeah. I'd call it. I don't think we're gonna make it up there.
I don't like your attitude!
Well, you got a big toboggan sled right off to your right-hand side there.
You could totally make that. Okay, I actually think this is better than the bowl we were gonna camp in because we have a 360 view of everything up here. This is gonna be a sick campsite. 100 times better than last night. We're about to get some company down here. No, mate. I'm gonna try to get them on the radio. You guys hear me? It's the two Jeeps on the top.
Oh, hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. Who's down there?
It's just a group of us, 4 vehicles. We're just coming up.
Yeah, come say hi. Bunch of nice guys. One of them's Teddy's neighbor. Knows Teddy personally. That's kind of cool. They invited us down for some food, but we're not too sure if we're gonna join them yet. Because we want to get the sick shot, brah. Yeah, so they're camped right there. Buddy, another epic adventure in the books.
Such a good trip. I'm exhausted now. Worth every single Red Bull I drank.
This trip was brought to you by Red Bull and Monster energy drinks.
Pretty much. That's what keeps us alive, to keep filming and exploring.
Oh, the amount of kilometers we put in this trip.
Well, I mean, we were way over there.
Yeah, like we can see each peak we were on, and that's like 50 kilometers away.
You said 60. It's a long ways, either way.
Yeah.
And that's like 60 kilometers the way the bird flies, not us looping around in the big horseshoe.
I know, right?
Yeah. No, it was
So what are we going to do next time?
something more epic.
With that being said, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit it.